Hello everyone, it's PSR and today again we are going to talk about Overlord. Especially we are going to talk about one of the Flow Guardian and the owner of the Happy Farm. Yes, it's Demiurge. Or for English readers, it's Demiurge, who is the Flow Guardian of 7th floor of Nazaric, managing the burning domain of the 7th floor. His creator was Ulbert Ellen Odell, who was one of the guild members of Ainz Olgon. He was very much interested in the idea of evil, and according to the guild member, he was also a Chuni, or a person with 8th grade syndrome, which means he liked the idea of a romantic evil genius a lot. And that idea came to fruition when he created Demiurge, who was created with the image of evil mastermind in mind. And Demiurge was the embodiment of all the ideas about evil, and we can say that he was the evil himself. He was a level 100 NPC, which was the highest level a player can get in Yggdrasil. In terms of stats, he was on the weakest side, and he was one of the weakest guardian alongside Aura. Most of his stats were in 60s and 50s, except resistance and special ability, where both of them were 100, which makes his skills extremely powerful and also makes it harder for his opponent to make him weak by debuffing. Among those 100 levels, 35 were Wrestle level and 65 were Job levels. Among the Wrestle level, there was Imp, which was probably the weakest demon and base form to get higher and stronger flying type demons. And another wrestle class was Archdevil, which was probably the strongest class in Devil because Arch actually means chief or leader, which takes a total of 5 levels to max out. There were another 20 levels which was unknown and probably have gone into other demonic classes. And in terms of jobs, there was 3 known classes: Shapeshifter, Prince of Darkness, and Chaos. Shapeshifter is probably the class which makes him able to change his shape or form, like growing the wings or having a face of a frog or something like that. There is probably even more powerful forms which Demiurge can take, which is still unknown in the light novel and the anime, so we cannot be sure. But we don't know anything about the class Chaos or Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness is probably a demonic commander type job class, which makes him able to command a lot of demon. And Chaos, I really have no idea about that. There is other 35 more job level than Demiurge. Demiurge possesses incredible power and high level intellect, with Albedo and Pandora's actor being the only ones in Nazaric able to intellectually keep up with him. He is also immune to the fire element, and he seems to have versatile abilities that allow him to engage enemies in different ways. According to Evil Eye, Demiurge was obviously stronger than the evil gods, and he was a being in the same level as the Platinum Dragon Lord, where both of them were far too powerful for Evil Eye to judge. In terms of intellect, Demiurge was the highest intellectual person in Nazaric. Even Albedo can only barely keep up with him in terms of intellect. He was also a sadistic genius who can do anything to complete his orders and also get the sadistic joy from that. He was extremely polite to any member of Nazaric, but was extremely indifferent to any member who was outside of Nazaric. His insights was also impeccable. We can prove that by giving the example of Rena, where only seeing the report of Sebas, he was able to judge Renar to be a very intellectual and sadistic person, instead of the golden princess everybody thinks he is. He also can plan very well and judge the situation very well too. He was adept at judging the opponent and thinking what his opponent was thinking and taking countermeasures against him. We can use the Empire as an example of that, where he was easily able to see the mindset of the Empire to betray Ainz and also have taken countermeasures against him. In terms of magical ability, Demiurge can only cast a very small number of spells within his arsenal. He has a maximum of only 2 10th tier spells available to him, with some other magic of the lower tier. Despite the lack of spells, Demiurge's true power actually lies in his skills alone. Demiurge can activate one of his skills that allows him to summon a vast quantity of demons, which he uses as sacrificial pawn. While those demons are extremely weak, Demiurge can also summon stronger demons in lower quantities. He can summon one of the 7 evil lords of sin, and he also have under his command the 7 other evil lords as Ignition Mercenary, where the evil lords can also summon the evil lord with weaker level. So, in a single time, Demiurge is able to control total of 15 evil lords. He can also summon special demon known as Abyss Demon, who are really powerful. He also have a special item from his creator, which can cast 5 consecutive 10th tier spell Armageddon Evil, which is able to summon a lot of. Now let's know about some of his spells. One of the most well-known spell of Demiurge is Flames of Gehenna. It is a spell which creates an illusion, spitting tongues of crimson flame toward the sky. The wall of illusionary flames sway like a veil and encircles an area like a girdle. It has the effect that allows demons standing inside the fire benefit from improved attribute, which includes the demon's negative karma spell doing more damage, item drop rate increasing, and many other effects. This was the spell which he used in Urantel to whip out 8 fingers. Some of his other spells are 7th tier Greater Teleportation, 7th tier Hell Flame, which latches onto a target and becomes a raging inferno that burns anything to ashes with black flames. Hellfire Wall, another 7th tier spell which he used to kill Gagaran and Tia, and his 10th tier spell Meteor Fall, which is his strongest spell known so far, which he also uses to destroy the walls in the Rebel Holy Kingdom. His super special fighting skill is Aspect of the Devil, which have a lot of forms. Some of known forms are Hellfire Mantle, which causes a rolling flame to blaze up from the ground and a massive shockwave to erupt from Demiurge. Another one is Archdemon's Wrist. It's a skill that causes a devil's wrist to be expanded multiple times. It can then be used as a weapon. Next is Rage's Claw, which causes the Demiurge claws to become elongated, stretching beyond 80 cm. It was a claw with super duper sharpness, which is able to cut through almost anything in the entire world. Tentacle Wings, a skill that causes abnormally long wings to sprout from Demiurge's back, with feathers sprouting from. Evoking the appearance of tentacle, he can then launch them as strong arrows capable of easily piercing steel. Another one is Aspect of the Devil, Stout Demon's Gigantic Arms, where his arms swelled up to several times his original size, and it was so long that it dragged upon the ground. This was not pneumatic inflation, but a sturdy arm of muscle and bone that was a weapon in its own right. The last known aspect of the devil is 8-limbed of speed, where he sprouts spider-like appendage, which is used to increase the user's, that means Demiurge's speed. He also has strong skill like Command Mantra, where he can control and order any being under the level of 40. It can instantly turn weak-minded individual into puppets dancing on Demiurge's string. He has a skill known as Dimensional Lock, which is a skill only used by highest-ranking devils and angels. It is a skill that renders teleportation or transfer magic unusable. He also has a skill named Frost of Judaica, which freezes the enemy and is a time-based skill. Frost of Judaica is based on Dante's Inferno's 9th circle in the 4th ring of hell. It is the deepest and coldest rear of hell, where the icy prism of Lucifer and other traitor is situated. Aints have given Demiurge one world item as a countermeasure against other world item users. It's either Billion Blades or Hygia's Chalice taken out of the treasury. In my opinion, the chance of its being Hygia's Chalice is more because, in my opinion, Billion Blades suits Cocytus a lot, so it must be given to him. That's almost it for the power and abilities for the evil mastermind known as Demiurge, who considers himself to be something of a jack of all trades, master of none. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to know about other character from Overlord, let me know in the comments and like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.